can find that image. Here we go. So our second guest of the evening, that will be Melinda Hall of the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam. I'll send the invite out to her so she can join us. And for those of you who are not privy to it or have not heard about it before, the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam is kind of an institution in the New York scene. It's been going on for many years now. And every year it was going on in a celebration for Shakespeare's birthday. And that's usually right there in April 23rd, Shakespeare's birthday. And this year, of course, because of the COVID situation, the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam that was scheduled in April could not take place. That was, I would say, at the height of the New York the lockdown in the New York scene, where pretty much all Shakespeare was stopped unless you were doing Zoom productions. So the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam could not take place in Central Park, where it usually takes place, or it has been for the last several years. I know that, okay, so Shakespeare Sonnet Slam is not able to join. Melinda, I know that we're a little bit later than we had anticipated. If you're still with us, please let me know. Let me see if I could get into it this way. Go live. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can bring her on that way.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are. Oh, okay, we got it. Hey, Melinda, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. So I was just kind of giving a summary of the situation with the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam.
Yeah, good job. You're my new PR guy.
That'll be the newest subdivision of the New York Shakespeare social media PR.
Please.
So you were scheduled, or you had been scheduled for the past several years. We had this conversation when we had you on our very first show 6 months ago on Shakespeare's birthday on April 23rd. You were scheduled to have your presentation, your annual presentation at that time, but of course that was the height of the coronavirus lockdown in New York City, and there was pretty much no one allowed outdoors more or less at that time. So we had to postpone that, and I think there was some discussion at that time that you were going to hold it in a church in around this time, around mid to late October. But unfortunately, I guess that didn't come to pass. Tell me about what happened with that whole situation, Melinda.
Yeah, so last year we had the Sonnet Slam at Riverside Church in the lounge, which is really amazing and gorgeous. And so, yeah, when I wanted to delay it with hoping that the government would have acted differently, put it that way, about our pandemic. Hoping within 6 months we could have some sort of safety, but of course that didn't happen. And I really wanted to do a 2020 Sonnet Slam. So yes, you were correct that it's the birthday and a half, Shakespeare
Right.
Sonnet Slam.
Right.
But you know what? Honestly, there's good things and bad things about the way I'm doing it now. I accepted videos from people who got to self-submit. And normally I have to assign sonnet numbers because otherwise everybody picks the same number. But this year I was like, hey, what the heck? Why everybody should just do whatever they want. And so that was it's been really fun seeing like 5 different versions of number 30, and, and so we're going to have some missing numbers. So on Saturday, we'll invite people to cold read or to be standby readers for the missing numbers.
Okay, so for those that don't know, I mean, we'll just kind of backtrack a second. We'll zoom out for a second.
Wait, people don't know about the Sonnet Slam? How is that possible?
I think anyone who's watching this broadcast is a hardcore New York Shakespeare nerd.
Hey, all
like
six
myself.
Of you. Thank you.
All
Thank
6
you.
of you. So I think you all know the score, but anyone who might not, for that one outlier who might not, Melinda presents an annual sonnet celebration where she goes through, or she has different actors going through all 154 of Shakespeare's sonnets.
Actually, anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody, not actors.
In our previous conversation, I think you were saying that in some of your previous years, some of the most exciting sonnets have been read by non-actors.
True.
So tell me about you transitioned this year into the Zoom format because you couldn't because of the COVID situation. You still didn't have access to the physical space. You are a film producer as well. You have Willful Pictures, so doing stuff on screen is not a foreign thing to you. But was it a very big change to go from having the live performances to having everyone send you their videos and then compile those into a format that flows from one to the other, or is that just kind of part of your everyday with everything else that you do?
Yeah. Okay. So I see a nice note here from Multi Wonk. I love your ID. Thank you. What is it? So we get 154 people to speak all 154 Shakespeare sonnets together in a marathon, like a 3-hour marathon, all ages, all abilities, and all languages. If you know want to translate your sonnet, that's fine. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter. So how it's different is typically for the live performance, it's a lot of organization because I can't just wing it, right? Like we really do want people to sign up in advance. We really do want to make sure people like are okay with being videotaped and all that stuff. So, but this year, since people self-submitted,
Mm-hmm.
it's great because like they can do whatever they want. It's a little more free and you know, like, oh, I see some sonneteers joining us. Yes, yes, Stina, gotcha. And so in a way, in a way, it's a little more freeing because people can do what they want. And in another way, it's a little bit of a loss too because
You don't have
you
that
know we
physical
just
engagement.
congregate in public. I can't get
Right.
200 people together
Right.
like I normally would like to. But you know what? Next year, 2021, hopefully we'll be back in public.
So the presentation of all the sonnets is coming up this Saturday afternoon, October 25th, from
For
1 to, I'm sorry, October 24th, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's from 1 till 4 p.m.
Probably like 1 to 5
1 to
because we
5.
got a lot of video submissions and we're going to do some standby readers. And so
How?
yeah, that's New York time, 1 to 5. If
Okay.
you go to the Facebook page, if you look up annual Shakespeare's Birthday Sonnet Slam, you'll see
Mm-hmm.
the postings, and then I can also Rodney, I can also send you the form, the Google form for being a standby reader.
Okay,
And if
sure.
anybody, you want to share that with your listeners or your
Certainly,
viewers,
yeah.
like feel free.
Yeah.
They just, yeah, they fill out the Google form so the stage manager knows that they're coming and then they get a Zoom link. But
Okay.
it will be broadcast probably on Facebook and YouTube um,
Afterwards.
afterwards. But like what I did with the videos this year is, you know, we have the 2020 videos people made, but I also went through the archive of the past 10 years because
Mm-hmm.
I shoot the event every year with 2 cameras. And so
Mm-hmm.
I go ahead and I pulled some favorite sonnet videos. One in particular, I don't think he's online right now, which is good because I wanted to be a surprise, was my
Mm-hmm.
friend's son was 7 years old when
Oh,
he
wow.
did sonnet number 91
Mm-hmm.
at in our first Sonnet Slam in 2011. And so
Mm-hmm.
this year he submitted sonnet number 91 again, and I think he's 17 or 18.
Oh, wow.
And so he doesn't know this yet, but I pulled his video from a 7-year-old, so I'm going to show those back to back.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
That's so
so it would be
exciting.
really like either he'll hate me and be super embarrassed,
Oh no, that's so exciting. That's
but he's
great.
adorable. Come on.
That's fantastic. So
But yeah,
that's
my whole yeah.
how many sonnets are you missing? How many standby readers do you need?
I think about 50.
50. Okay. So
Yeah, but it'll be like
about a third.
I'll send you the Google form, and people just sign up for the time slot, like the first hour, second hour, or third hour. But my whole mission statement was that I wanted to create a space where anybody can speak Shakespeare, even if it's just for a minute.
Right.
And I wanted to be 100% inclusive. And I know some people are not on social media, and I do feel like that is leaving some people out. But then again, some people are motivated. I have a 96-year-old that submitted a video. His granddaughter helped him.
Hmm.
So, you know, people are showing up, which is really exciting. And
That's great.
yeah, you know,
And I submitted mine, so I'll be
yeah,
hopping in there
yeah.
this
What's
year
your
as well.
number? Like,
I'm 130. You know,
okay, yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
very
that's what I was
partial to
looking for.
130
Yeah.
because when I got married, I read that from my wife during our wedding.
Yeah, are you still married?
Yeah, despite the fact that I read about how she's not a goddess, she's still somehow married to me. So
Yeah, how did the breasts are done woman go?
I changed that for the, I made a little bit of an edit. I made
What
it
did you
PG.
change it to?
Oh, I changed it to the rest is done instead. It wasn't a very Shakespeare.
Oh, because you didn't want your parents to be like, what?
Yeah, I didn't want the wedding to all of a sudden come to a screeching halt.
Okay, all right. That's
But yeah, so
conversation.
I'm in there, so you can catch me in there as well. But
Okay, great.
it's always fun, and you whenever I've seen it, you've always done a fantastic job. And you have always have other things happening. You have Willful Pictures, you have other series, you've got other stuff going. You always have some kind of like a reading going on, and some new plays that you're
I
producing. You have,
did write a new play over the summer.
hmm
It's just my like sweet little feminine rage play.
Okay.
It's called Mindfucks,
hmm
Fuxx,
Okay.
Mindfuck. And yeah, so I'm developing it. I had the first draft read, and I really had a great time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I would like to do more with it, the day that I can produce it, or
hmm
I'm even just thinking of adapting it to a screenplay at this point. So
Fantastic. Well,
yeah,
we'll be looking forward to checking that out.
okay,
So again, everyone, you can check out Melinda Hall, and the Shakespeare Sonnet Slam is coming up this Saturday, October 24th, and that is from 1 to 5 p.m. You can go to Shakespeare's Birthday Sonnet Slam on Facebook. You can check out Sonnet Slam here on Instagram, or you
yeah.
can visit the New York Shakespeare page, and we'll forward you the information, or we'll post it on our page. All right, Melinda, we're looking forward to it, and we'll
Thanks.
see you this Saturday.
Thanks, everybody.
All
Mwah.
right, take care.
Bye.
Okay, that was Melinda Hall of the Shakespeare's Birthday Sonnet Slam. Okay, we are at the